real cases before a real judge.
And now, enter the courtroom of Judge Mathis.
Plaintiff Tanetta Brownlee is a single mother, and the defendant is her middle daughter. Tanetta says she and the defendant had a good relationship until her daughter started dating abusive men. Tanetta is suing her daughter for the value of a car, registration fees, and harassment. Defendant Tashina Brownlee says after her mother and father divorced, Tanetta started using drugs, and she even asked Tashina to take her drug tests for her. Tashina says she recently filed a restraining order against her mother after she threatened her, and she's countersuing for a loan and emotional distress.
Start with you.
Hi, Judge. This is my daughter, Tashina, my middle daughter, from which I have three. I'm a single mother. Tashina is still a sickle cell patient. Her and her sister, from which I was, a little bit overprotective because they were sickly so much. But me and Tashina, I never ever had any problems with her. Just the average. I don't want to do anything. That's the only problem I ever had up until recently. And the recent problem started, I don't think because of her. I think she was influenced from the abusive men that she had in her life. And from that point on...
What do you think they influenced her to do?
First of all, two of them I had literally made her put them in jail. One for beating her up and one for stalking her and me. So I made her put them in jail. They wouldn't have went to jail without
Right,
my
so I'm
help.
saying, what did they influence her to do, though?
I think they influenced her decision in order to, one of the reasons why I'm here, because of her saying that I stole my own car.
So this incident is the only thing they influenced?
I think they influenced her decision on the different things that she has done.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, in the past year, she was on the road. So while she was on the road, she would call me with different stories of things that was happening to her, and no matter what happened to her, I told her it'd be okay. I sent her money to help her, and that was it. She got into altercations from people being out on the road from different things that was happening to her.
What do you mean being on the road?
She was selling magazines, her and my daughter, for a year.
And she would have altercations with folks?
Yes.
You think it's because she was influenced by the bad guys that she was dating?
Yeah, because she called me in February and told me she was married. And I didn't never meet him, but...
Let me hear from you.
Your Honor, I want to start from the beginning. Me and my mother, we did have a good relationship. Everything started going downhill with my mother once she got a divorce from my father. When she got a divorce from my father when I was 14, she stopped being at home. My sister, my older sister that's not here, and my grandfather that's here today, they were the main ones there. It was a time when my mother didn't even come home because she got drugged at the club. She was missing for 2 days, and we didn't know where she was. Because she's out partying instead of being at home with us.
And it is true?
She is a lie. I worked. Your Honor, I worked. I was a single...
So you weren't out partying and using drugs?
Well, someone did try to, they put something in my drink, and I was at the hospital.
Go ahead.
When I was younger, my mom used to have me and my sister take her drug test for her. She'd have us urine in a cup, and she'll pour it in a condom to take her drug test for her.
Is this true?
She is lying.
She's making that up, too?
That part she is making up.
Okay, I believe you lying.
No, sir. No, sir.
Go ahead. This girl ain't make all this up. Go ahead.
That part, yes, sir, she is.
You say she making everything up. You said every single thing she said so far has been made up. That's what you've told me. Go ahead.
As I got older, I graduated high school when I was 17 years old. I graduated early, a year early. I had a full scholarship to go to Benedictine University. I didn't go.
Why?
Because my mother didn't have a job, and I still had a little sister at home. I stayed and I worked 3 jobs for 2 years and paid all the bills.
She didn't work?
No, she didn't work. She went to school, and I helped her while she went to school.
Man, is this true?
Your Honor, Your Honor, I did go to school, and yes, she was supposed to go to college. When I finished school, Tashina was supposed to go to college. Tashina didn't go. And the reason why Sheena didn't go is because Tashina was pregnant with her boyfriend's baby, where she went out of town, lost the baby because he beat her up.
Is that the reason she didn't go to school immediately after high school and use the 4-year scholarship that she had? Is that the reason?
No, Judge.
What is the reason for that?
The reason she didn't go is because I didn't have the money.
Thank you.
And I was a
She
single
had the
parent.
money. She had a full scholarship to college, and you blew it for her.
It wasn't
you
a full
blew
scholarship.
It. You blew it.
No.
Talking about yourself. Who cares about you? You're a grown woman. This young lady, 18 years old, needed to go to college. You have messed up her life. Anything else you want to tell me about how you were mistreated by your mother? And I'm convinced that your mother was a dope fiend, and that's why you and your sister had to urinate in the cup for her.
This is how my mother used to look.
I know, I can tell a crackhead when I see it. I know it, yeah. This is how you used to look, right.
Can I talk?
No, I'm still with her. She's telling me how much of a crackhead you were and how you acted, how you prohibited her from taking advantage of a 4-year scholarship at a 4-year university for you to go to school and watch this. Did she finish?
No.
Drop out. Go ahead. Let's get to the lawsuit so I can get you out of here. The value of a car, registration, how does she owe you?
Your Honor, I purchased a car. I put the car in her name, and I paid for the registration, I paid for the car, I paid for her to get her license clear. I also bought her a Great America season pass. I was taking care of her. At this time, she paid no bills, no light, no gas, no nothing. I paid all the bills in the house.
Let's get to the car, ma'am. You're not suing her for bills, are you?
Okay, that's with the car.
Right.
She was staying at my house.
All right, I don't need to hear that. I could care less. I want to know about the car.
When I was younger, my mom used to have me and my sister take her drug test for her. She'd have us urine in the cup, and she'll pour it in the condom to take her drug test for her.
Is this true?
She is lying.
She's making that up, too?
That part she is making
Okay,
up.
I believe you lying.
No, sir.
Defendant Tashina Brownlee is being sued by her mother, whom she filed a restraining order against after the plaintiff threatened to hit her with a hammer when she was pregnant with twins.
I want to know about the car.
On the 10th, she called the police because me and her got in an argument on that Monday, which was the Monday before Friday, which was the 10th. She took my car to her boyfriend's house, which in turn, she stayed gone. At this time, I was working 4 jobs. 4 jobs, I was working for my oldest daughter.
Ma'am, please tell me how she owes you for the car.
She called
One
the police,
last time.
She called the police and said that I stole my car. I did not steal the car.
Okay. Where is the car
She
now?
has the car.
And so that's the reason you paid for the car and she won't give it to you? That's a very easy
Well, I just want the money
explanation.
that I purchased. I took a loan out for that car. I took a loan out and I'm still paying the loan.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I did take the car, but the reason why I took the car, as she said, we got in an argument.
She paid for the car.
She paid for the
put
car.
it in your name and you took it.
Because she got a title loan in my name on the car. Because 3 days after having the car, she was speeding down the street, not paying attention.
Did you take a loan out in her name?
No, she took the loan out.
I gave her every dime of the money.
And I gave it right back. Her and my other daughter.
You see it.
Her,
All right.
both
Be
of my
quiet.
daughters.
All right. Go ahead.
She was supposed to pay it back in 2 weeks, the whole total amount, for when she got her next check. Because as she said, she was working 4 jobs at the time. Me and her got into it. I was pregnant at the time with twins. I lost my kids because of the stress with her because she tried to hit me with a hammer more than once. My grandmother had just had a stroke. This is the second altercation. And my grandmother had to jump in front of her from trying to hit me. And then she left me, took the car and left me because I kept telling her, you need to pay this loan, or you know what, just pay it and get it out my name. Put it in your other daughter's name. Yes, I called the police. I have a restraining order and police report. This is a restraining.
What do you say about the loan? Why haven't you paid that?
Your Honor.
And the assault.
Your Honor, for the loan, Your Honor, I wasn't supposed to pay that back until 8/12. I talked to Sheena.
It's
that
past
Sunday.
8/12. Have you paid it?
I know I didn't pay the loan.
All right,
because
good enough. The
she took
answer is
the
no.
car.
You didn't pay it. I don't want to hear all them
She took
excuses.
the car. That was the only reason I didn't pay it.
Right,
And as
that's
for
what's
her-
supposed to happen.
as
If
for
you
her-
got something and you haven't paid it, you take the car.
As
That's
for
what's
her
supposed
saying
to
that
happen.
I tried to hit her, here's the paper from my mother, who she said stepped in front of her.
I'd rather go with the government.
She lied.
I'd rather go with the government.
She lied.
what
It was
they
only
say.
me and my
I'd rather
mother
go with
there.
the judge who granted her the restraining order based on what you did to her. Have a good day. Your judgment is $5,000. The emotional distress that you suffered, not only in this incident, but the emotional distress you certainly had to suffer after passing up a 4-year scholarship because she said she wanted to go to school and went there and dropped out. And looks like she got
didn't
on
drop
crack,
out,
as
Judge.
you alleged. Your judgment is dismissed. Have a good day.
I love my mother. I just wish she'd get help. That's it. She needs help. I have nothing else to say to her. I wish it could have been better than this, but she just needs to do something better.